Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited for today's video because it's a versus episode.
And it's Christmas themed.
Who doesn't love Christmas? If you would like to get your... Yeah. Well, no, he ends up loving it.
He loves it in the end.
If, like us, you enjoy Christmas things, we have got some Christmas items still on our website. We'll leave a link down below if you'd like to get your hands on some.
Yeah, we've got a whole host of delicious items on our website. This is by far my favourite time of the year for British food, so check it out.
I wanted to get the same items from both shops to try and get them as close as possible.
It looks like you succeeded.
And I feel like I did, yeah. Your basket.
Yes.
Do you want to guess how much? Some shortbread, luxury mince pies, a Spencer Bear and a mini panettone.
I think about £25.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was actually only 17.
17? Oh, okay. So it's not too bad from M&S.
Considering this is like a gifted tin.
Yeah, I thought that was going to cost money.
Yeah.
Like serious money.
Well, I think that is what tips it over. And then on my side, for practically almost the same items, do you want to guess? I got the deluxe.
I think about £10 then.
£9.
£9, that's pretty good.
So we're talking £8 difference. Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Is what I want to find out.
That's why we're here.
Because sometimes the branded things are worth it and sometimes the cheaper items are just as good. This LIDL could have cost less because I went for like the deluxe to try be fair to the...
I don't think you should have been fair. I think
No,
you
I
should
know,
have just...
but I wanted
should have gone
to...
for the cheapest
but
chips.
do they taste
This is
as
the
good?
M&S of Lidl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your tin of biscuits is £7 and my tin of biscuits was £4.49.
So this was a large chunk of the overall. Although there's a price difference, you get a lot more in the
Yeah, how many
M&S.
grams in there?
This has got 650.
It's 500.
150 makes a big difference.
It does. Tin-wise, what one do you prefer?
I prefer this,
I
the
prefer
M&S
the
one.
M&S. So for the M&S, what was interesting is you could actually get two different tins. So kind of for the different consumer. This was more the luxury and then the other one was more fun like this. I do really love this little box, but when you look at them next to each other, it does look a lot less expensive, doesn't it? Ooh. They look a lot bigger.
Indeed,
I love a shortbread. I hope you both.
Oh no, it's only one big layer.
Smell delicious. Also smell delicious. They almost smell the exact same.
I mean, shortbread is shortbread is shortbread. It should be pretty similar, shouldn't it?
Should be. Once we're inside, I wouldn't necessarily say one tickles my fancy more. These are just bigger, so I would prefer those because if I'm only having one, it's bigger.
Something about the colour on these and the sugar
There's more sugar on
looks
those
better
ones.
on these, on the M&S ones. Should we try the LIDL first, the LIDL?
I'm going to go for this one.
And I'm going to go for...
Oh, it smells delicious.
this one.
Cheers.
Cheers. The thistle. Probably should have a cup of tea going, shouldn't we?
Obviously, we might taste some difference, but that is good. Don't you think?
It's a good shortbread, yeah. You can't moan at that.
I might try the same in the other.
Go for it.
That
I will as
looks
well, the
so
thistle.
good.
Great. There's not a lot in it, but I think this one is slightly
Potentially
creamier, isn't it?
Really, I don't think there's a lot in it. If you're trying to count the pennies, happily go for Lidl. We've had some bad shortbread,
Yeah.
but that's not bad.
Neither of these are bad, yeah.
I do think the Marks and Spencer's tip it tastes better, but these Lidl ones are just as good.
Yeah,
like,
because
really
these
nice.
are 7, these are 4.
$4.49, yeah.
You get 150 grams more.
So in some ways, I'll go for Marks and Spencer's. And
I think both would go great with a cup of tea.
Yes.
Win-win for both.
So Marks and Spencer's doesn't have a hollow Father Christmas, hollow Santa.
But it has a hollow bear.
So this was like the closest. This is brand new, this Spencer Bear.
I was gonna say,
Unless
I've
it
never
was
seen
like
it
years
before.
ago. I think this is the cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
Marks and Spencer Bear.
I love this Spencer bear. He's really sweet.
Also,
isn't
don't
he?
you think like they should put him in some tartan?
His scarf should be tartan.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too tricky. Give us the price lowdown on these.
Your Spencer Bear was £3. For how many grams of chocolate?
85.
It's quite a lot, isn't
Yeah.
it? Whereas my Father Christmas, £1.09. And I've got 150 grams
So you
of
get
chocolate.
a lot more
So I
there,
get
yeah.
a lot more. And there's something novelty about it just like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just chuck that in your stocking.
I feel like that's what we used to get years ago.
That is the cutest thing
That's
ever.
so sweet, isn't it?
I think I was expecting it to be bigger, but I don't mind him being that small.
I'm not surprised this one's more expensive for less because look at the detail that's gone into this little guy.
He is so cute. He's even got like fur. Right, I'll keep him there. Father Christmas is more detailed than you'd think. It's all right, little boy. You'll get a present. Here he is.
Yeah, he looks good actually, doesn't he?
He feels thicker. I've opened some of these American ones before, haven't we?
Yeah.
And they've had nothing.
Because what was that? 160?
150.
150 grams. And this is 85. So it is almost double. I just feel bad eating into him.
No, he's the cutest thing ever. I think anyone would be happy to have that.
Spencer
And
Bear.
look, there's an SB on
Yeah,
his scarf.
cute, isn't it?
Decapitation of Father Christmas.
Whoa.
More like a body decapitation.
Oh, it's very thin chocolate. This is really going to depend on how good the chocolate is.
It's okay, actually.
Quite rich, isn't it?
I think it also depends who your audience is. Because so many kids don't care about quality of chocolate.
They just want chocolate.
Buying a £1.09 Father Christmas, they will just be pleased. Whereas they will think that's cute, but they might not appreciate if there is a quality difference.
Yeah, that in or next to your stocking looks quite big and impressive. This looks like a little bit diddy, doesn't it?
I actually think that's quite good though. Pretty creamy. We've had far worse chocolate, haven't we?
This piece is what I call how Father Christmas feels after Christmas.
Shattered.
Shattered.
Cheers.
Cheers. As you can tell from the colour, that one's definitely creamier, but this is richer.
Out of all of it, I would rather a Cadbury's Father Christmas. That's why on these figures, if I ever wanted one, I would always ask for white chocolate. Because white chocolate is just always great.
Really?
Whereas sometimes milk chocolate, you don't know what it's going to be like. And
I would
that is
have to
nice.
disagree with you. White
Well, of
chocolate's
course.
always terrible. Very close, isn't it?
Maybe Spencer Bear.
Yeah. There's a slight aftertaste with
Aftertaste.
this.
I'd say that's just as
And I
good.
think if you like a stronger chocolate, you'll prefer that. Chocolate and shortbread.
Oh,
straight.
yeah. Maybe we could dip some in.
For the personality and the cuteness factor, I would have to go the M&S.
Yeah.
And I did prefer the chocolate. It's very close, but the creaminess of this I preferred.
Yeah. Those two are really hard. I think it might be a lot easier to test the next two.
Yeah.
In terms of packaging, I think I actually prefer the LIDL. This is giving me more like Christmassy, starry night. Whereas I don't necessarily think that looks Christmassy.
No, this is kind of quite abstract,
Plain.
isn't it? And plain.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact it's a panettone, it doesn't actually make me think Christmas.
No, this says it's made in Italy. A festive and delicate all buttered sweet bread, naturally leavened for softness and packed with chocolate chips. We
This
went
was
for the
also
chocolate
made in
chips.
Italy.
So my little panettone is £1.35 and your panettone £3.50. Oh wow. £1.35 to £3.50. So it's over double.
And they're
I've
both
got
100 grams.
over double. Well, I'm interested about this now. I think this
And
looks
I think,
better.
yeah, I think this is quite a striking
yeah, it's
design.
nice.
But I just don't think it's as good for Christmas
No,
as that
I
is.
think that one looks better. Your bag looks nicer,
Yeah.
more luxurious. Oh, they smell totally different. And look how much more chocolate chips actually you're getting in yours compared to mine.
Yeah, but the M&S says chocolate chips, doesn't it? Yours just says chocolate.
But it does say I'm packed with chocolate chips.
Well, I wouldn't say it's packed.
The M&S,
That's for
isn't
sure.
it double chocolate though, did it say?
Double choc, yeah, you're right, twice as much. Milk and dark, chips and chunks. Take that for what it's worth.
I think that's one of the biggest difference so far. I feel like the Marks and Spencer's has been made with maybe better butter and eggs. Look at the yellow.
Or do you just think more butter and eggs?
Maybe more, yeah.
Yeah, that's much more yellow, and this
And
is...
feel it.
That feels airier. And,
Yeah. What do you want to go for first?
the one you haven't prodded.
That one.
Joking.
It was
No,
your
break it
finger.
now. I'm
prodding
messing,
that.
I'm messing.
Me like it. That's nice.
Like that, dude.
Sometimes
Funny, I always find panettone a bit strange.
cleanse the palate. This tastes more like a hot cross bun.
It does.
That's got even more spiciness in it.
Yeah. Wow, I like that.
I prefer texture of the Marks and Spencer's, but flavour-wise, I'm going Lidl. That's too spiced.
Really?
Although, has yours got a bit of orange in it?
Yeah, definitely. It almost melts in your mouth, you know.
No, I actually prefer Lidl on this one. I think it's though because I'm more of a simple Simon.
Yeah, this is a bit too plain for me.
This with just a spread of butter on would be perfect. I'm going LIDL.
I'm going M&S.
If you haven't heard of him, we're a fan of what's his name?
Phil on TikTok.
Phil. Massive fan, can't remember his name.
Yeah, I'm going M&S,
You
yeah.
think, especially for the price difference, I'm going Lidl.
For £1.35, I would rather pay the extra and have this and enjoy it. I could just find
Not
that a
worth
bit
it
too
for me.
plain.
And then last but not least, mince pies.
And these are the M&S collection
And
mince
these
pies.
are the deluxe all butter mince pies. Crumbly all butter short crust pastry cases, generously deep filled with lightly spiced mincemeat, laced with brandy and finished with a sweet dusting. These are melt in the mouth all butter short crust pastry, deep filled with vine fruits, cranberries, clementine and cognac, deliciously served warm. Packaging wise, what are you going for?
M&S. I like the simple classiness of them, but there is something so
About these.
homey and Christmassy about
That's the thing.
LIDL ones.
It's quite simple.
Yeah.
But I do like the design.
Yeah.
This does give me really Christmassy vibes, but I think M&S might win on this. What about the actual look of the mince pie? I think these look so cool.
I think I prefer the look of the Lidl ones.
They look awesome.
Although I prefer the way it looks like the M&S ones have been cooked.
These look also more homemade. These
Yeah.
also remind me of like Frozen, Elsa, like the cold never bothered me anyway. Look at this overhang, Al, of crust.
It's like my belly. I thought so, because your
They
mince
look
pie
much-
sounded heavier when you put it down. Not by a lot, but 334.
And these are 360. Price wise, these luxury mince pies were £2.19.
£2.19.
They had other ones that were like £1.09. And then your mince pies were £3.50. So we've got like £1.
31. See, I like a full top mince pie.
Yeah, me
That looks
too.
really nice.
And technically that almost is a full top.
Does look much smaller, doesn't it?
Whoa, there's loads of pastry on
Doesn't
that. I love
It
that.
almost looks a bit underdone though, don't you?
Yeah, but I like that. Lidl have gone like brandy.
Cognac is brandy though.
Oh, is
It's
it?
just a brand of.
I thought cognac was like orange though.
No, that's Cointreau. So that's where they've gone a bit fancy because they've obviously gone name brand
Where's
cognac.
these liters?
They've gone brandy.
That top bit's quite thin, you know.
Pastry all round looks much thinner on the M&S.
This looks more filled with fruits. This looks more filled with like juice and like the other stuff. Now,
we go.
I'm really not a massive mince pie fan, so I'm going to try my best, but
Or you try your best.
you'll
Kate.
have to take one for the team now.
I'm not. It's not having to take one at all.
Nice pastry. They remind me when we used to go to carol service.
Yeah, that pastry is so anemic.
It is.
I can't believe how.
But it's
Lightly-
not a soggy bottom or anything, is it?
Oh, the alcohol is strong in that.
Baked in a buttery, flaky crust.
I find the brandy to be too strong in that.
Do you find the pastry too claggy?
A bit, yeah.
I thought you would, because you like pastry, but not like loads and loads and loads.
I
That
prefer
looks dry though.
I prefer it crumbly like this.
Do. I like the pastry.
Pastry's really nice,
It's
isn't
different. Like, you know when you think classic mince pie? I'm not getting that flavour. I only ever really have the juices with the mince pie. That tasted like childhood, whereas this tastes different.
it? Yeah.
Not in a bad way, just different.
I think the M&S one isn't very spiced, you know, the mince. Hasn't got a lot of that normal mince pie flavour.
No.
It's almost like sweeter.
But I really enjoyed the pastry.
The pastry's great, isn't it?
What are you giving both out of 10? And what's your favourite?
Neither of them are really my favourite type of mince pie. I'm going to give the M&S one an 8 and the Lidl one a 6.
I do actually think I prefer the Marks and Spencer's one.
Yeah.
But the Lidl one is giving me more of a classic mince pie flavour.
Do you know who did my favourite mince pie last year?
Who?
Waitrose.
Oh yeah.
They were really delicious.
Costa this year so far. I actually don't think either of them win. I think another shot would win that. And sometimes it just shows you going to the best supermarket doesn't always mean the best stuff. But overall, what would you say was your favourite side?
It's very minimal, but I think M&S won.
Yeah, I do think M&S won.
Which is why I think if you don't want to spend that much money, then Lidl is
Yeah.
just right there behind it. A few of the things just weren't quite as good, but it's so minimal.
Yeah, that's the thing. It really is minimal. And like, we're quite foodie people.
Yeah.
If you're really not that foodie, I don't think you'll really notice
No,
the
you definitely
difference. But Marks and Spencer's do have those touches of like elegance,
Yeah,
don't they? Like
and
Spencer
personality.
Bear and the tin, and
Yeah.
and also sometimes like just the name kind of makes the present a bit more
Well, that's the
special,
thing.
doesn't
If
it?
you're getting it as a gift as well, the M&S branding looks better than if you turn up with like a
Just
LIDL.
a little, yeah. But did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Did you?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to actually find things so similar.
Yeah.
But that's what all brands are doing
They're
now.
almost exactly the same. Got something in every category there.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So don't forget this season, go check out the different price ranges because you could be wasting a load of money.
You might actually find you prefer the cheaper item.
Or it could be dangerous because you might prefer all the more expensive stuff. Oh, I'm so excited now for all the Christmas feasting.
I feel like this has really got me in the mood for
I
some
know,
Christmas food
it's definitely
now.
got me in the mood. If, like us, you enjoy Christmas items, we've got loads on our website at the moment, including our favourite Cadbury Roses, Heroes, Quality Street boxes. So we'll leave a link down below for you. Anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed watching and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
See ya.